What it do, what it do. Welcome back to another episode, Straight Facts with your boy Feast. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for those who are new. And be sure to turn on your bell notifications so you guys get the latest updates here on Straight Facts. Gonna jump right in. Got a topic here that I've been seeing surfacing the internet. They're cutting food stamps. So what we're gonna talk about today, since they're cutting food stamps, does that mean that the women are gonna come home to daddy? That's a joke, right? Yeah, I think that's what's about to happen. Cutting food stamps, man. Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword. I'm gonna give both sides of it. One side of it, you can look at it like, if they're cutting some form of government assistance, then it may make the women want to come back home to daddy. It may make the women want to get with the man again. It may make the woman feels as if she need a man again. So that's one way of looking at it. The other side of it is, with cutting some assistance, it could hinder the kids. It could take food off the table. It could make the women go after the men even more, meaning more attack on the men for more support. But in the meantime, we're gonna say that it means that they're coming home to daddy. Daddy's home, home for me. And I know you've been waiting for this loving all day. You know your daddy's home. And it's time to play, time to play. So you ain't got to give my loving away. Y'all ready, fellas? We finna celebrate. They coming back home to daddy, man. Man. I think, too, just being humorous right now, but I think if they did continue to cut government assistance, then it would or should make the women feel that they need a man again in the household to help out with things, on the dime of being submissive at the same time. And here's my take on it. I think people need a reset. Just a reset. Just a reset. And if a woman wasn't allowed government assistance, would she feel that she need a man in the household? Now that's a question. I made it a question. I think in some ways she would. So instead of a woman, look at it this way, instead of a woman walking around saying, I don't need a man, and you know what comes with government assistance, a man can't be in the household. So instead of a woman feeling like the only way I can get this government assistance, as if I can't have a man in the household, so it's pretty much gonna set her up to feel like she don't need a man, right? I've actually watched a video one time to where they interviewed a little girl that was in elementary school, I think. And her answer on what she wanted to do with her life was have kids so she can put them on child support. So she could put the baby dad on child support. She literally said that. So think about that. A child wants to have a child just so she can get government assistance. Who taught her that? Where did she get that from? Who did she learn that from? And we know there's only one answer to that. Kids watch everything their parents do. They watch everything their parents say. So why wouldn't they feel that way if the mom is talking government assistance, talking it up like it's something big? Like that's just a big goal. It's a big achievement. It's to get money from the government. I'm not gonna say it's free money, but to get money from the government and not have to earn it or work for it, even though there's a child to support. And we can go deep on that. The choices, accountability, the Jodies women chose to have kids with. That can be a whole nother deeper thing there. But what we're talking about right now, man, it really this is getting out even more that they're cutting food stamps. So my mind goes straight to the more government assistance that's cut. Not saying that I care for the kids to be cut off, but the companion to be brought back amongst people. That's where I'm going with that. What you guys think? You think if enough of it was cut, it would make women feel like they need a man again? I think in some cases it would. Because at that point, what do you do? Where is there to go past that? You know? If a person needs government assistance, that means simply that they only making so much money. So if they only making so much money, then you know they would need a man around. You know what I'm saying? Not just for his money, but to feel like they should be in a relationship again. That's where I'm going with this. So yeah. So get ready, fellas. Time to eat. Yeah, it's time to eat. Yeah, just time, man. I just think, I see people walk around lonely and not in a relationship. I think it almost look like they walking astray. Like they're just a stray dog, stray, and they're not comparing a human to an animal, but it's like you seeing a wandering dog, just wandering in the streets. And you sitting there thinking like, why is it moving like that versus that dog feeling like it's being cared for. It's a whole different movement with the dog. Humans work the same way. So if people had more companion, I think it would just be a better space for people. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Will cutting food stamps bring the women back home to daddy? I know men would love that. That's what they want to hear, you know. But that also means that a man gonna have to step up and do his thing too. You know, it worked both ways. Just being logical, you know. That's what we're here for, to be able to learn from one another. You know what I mean? That's how humans work. We learn something from each other. I don't know everything. I'm just on here to get the conversations going, to get them open up. So it's good for you guys to comment. I would like for you guys to comment. I would like for you guys to give your opinion. Do you think with the government of cutting food stamps off, will it bring people together? Will it make the women want to be in a relationship again and want to be that feminine, submissive woman that she was born to be? Will it bring that back? Will it even help that? Will it even crack open the combination or the safe to good times again? Because people ain't gonna admit it, but we need each other, man. We need each other. There's only so much stuff you can do on earth as a human, and it requires people. You know, things aren't safe, people spazzing out, you know, concerts, there's all kind of stuff be going on that I'm seeing in the news that's going on when a group of people come together, you know, like for something big, because there's so much division, I think, amongst people. You know, they just kind of forcing themselves on top of each other without things being okay for real, because people are really mad. You step on my shoe, I'm gonna knock you out. It's the mentality, you know, that people got today. Yep. But thank you guys for watching another episode of Straight Facts. For those who are new, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. That's it. That's all I got. I'm out. Your boy. One.